Hello, this is Lego Studios 9083, and yes, this is a Hot Wheels review, as you can probably tell by the title. And firstly, I want to apologize for not having a poster in the background, and the reason for that being, I simply can't find them. They were here and then they weren't, which is usually the explanation for losing everything, pretty much. Anyway, I assume they just got lost somewhere, probably recycled and are now in a landfill somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, in their place, I have this cool little paper mache creeper mask that I made in an art class that I was taking. I made it in only 4 days, and yeah, it's amazing what you can do in 4 days. Not to boast, but I think it's pretty accurate. So yeah, I have this from that value box. Cat pictures. I had a sticker that I put on my desk, and it has a creeper coming out of it. It actually looks really realistic. No, it doesn't. So yeah, if you compare this to that, yeah. I tried to make it as realistic as possible. Well, realistic meaning Minecraft realistic. And tried to match up every pixel. Couldn't put the pupils in, but hey, look. The lights in here. They actually look like the pupils. Pixel pupils. So yeah, every pixel matches up. There are lots of rough edges. But hey, it's paper mache. You can't really do that much with it. Yeah, you could wear it on your face and pretend you're a suicide bomber and that you could explode any minute if someone even so much as approaches you. I just spoiled the fun, didn't I? Anyway, oh god, that supercharger came on. Yeah, it's very volatile. So yeah, I'm going to be, basically this is just to catch you up on some of the cars I've been buying and just didn't have the time to review. Yeah. This is a treasure trove episode, so there will be maybe some treasure hunts. Otherwise, you will probably sue. So yeah, let's get started with this. This is the U.S.S. Vengeance. This is an old model, obviously. Well, not old. I mean, this is from a couple cases ago. I forget which one, but yeah, this isn't recent, basically. But I really do like it, and that's why I've kept it in package. Partly because I wanted to review it, and partly because I want to display it. Yes, it's very well detailed. The stand is pretty much the same as the Enterprise, but otherwise, this is a pretty good model. U.S.S. Vengeance. In case you guys don't know, if you haven't watched the new Star Trek movies, this is from Into Darkness, the sequel to the first Star Trek. And this is, I'm not going to spoil much for you, but I'm just going to tell you, this is the baddie ship. Basically, they make a bigger ship than the Enterprise. So yeah, they got the Star Trek logo, TM, trademark, and yeah, notice they don't have the stand in the picture because that would be bad for viewing appeal. So as with the Enterprise, the engine thrusters, I don't know what to call them, are rubber, and that's not something I like with quality, but with this, it's harder to tell just by looking at it. With the Enterprise, it was really obvious. It was a paler sort of white. However, with this, they've done a really good job of painting, with using the same sort of paints. And look at the detail on that. That is really nice paintwork. Paintwork. I don't think that's a word, but it is now. And they have the little Star Trek logo on the stand. And it is in the shape of the Star Trek logo, the actual stand itself. It is hollow. And it's a very cheap stand. But otherwise, this is a very good model. and I like it. Doesn't have any wheels, and I'm glad that they didn't transform this into an actual Hot Wheels car. This may be... I know that the Enterprise is going into the entertainment series. This may be following it. So be looking out. Born 2258. I like how they... this was the same with the Enterprise, too. I like how they made the data, whatever. Made it so that it was like in the future. In the future! Born 2258, birthplace EO Space Dock, IO, EO, whatever. Near Jupiter. Specialty, unmarked dreadnought. Hold on. Here, I'll move the camera up. Can you see that in the text? That overlaps very badly. I guess the italics didn't work as well as they hoped. Unmarked Dreadnought class starship designed for combat. Features included advanced phasers that could be fired while the ship was at warp, along with advanced shielding and enhanced warp capabilities. It was destroyed in 2259. Yeah, there's a little spoiler for you. Actually, it isn't really. So yeah, that's a really good model. I'm glad that they made that, and I'm glad they got it right. On to the next two, which are I just bought today. You may have gotten these earlier, so don't be disappointed. These two are Land Crusher and Hot Wheels Poppa Wheelie. So these two I will be opening after review, and these two are brand new. At least, brand new. So these are actually, I'll just tell you, this is from the Hot Wheels City segment, 75 out of 250, and from the Planet Heroes. I just had to get that over with. Sorry, I almost forgot. And this is from the Hot Wheels Off-Road series, 115 out of 250, from the Off-Track series. That's the name of the car. They happen to have... They have a lot of series named after cars. There was one called Jet Threats. There was one called... I can't remember all the names of them. I know there was one called Jet... It wasn't called Jet Threats, but it was something like that. They were naming a lot of series after cars that they made. And this one is Poppa Wheelie. This is 87 out of 250, also from the off-road segment. Hold on. This is a dragster. Why should it be in the off-road segment? They're putting trucks in off-road segments when they should be in the city segment. Or this shouldn't be in the city segment. This should be in the race segment. And this is from the Daredevils segments of off-road. So let's start with Land Crusher. Looking at it, this reminds me of another model I have, Quicksand, especially the front. They're both rally cars, they're both from the off-road segment, and they both have the same wheels. Slightly different. This one's Squatter. And the names, I can tell, are just random words put together, like Land Crusher. Can you actually crush land? Really? Yeah. I mean, Poppa Wheelie's a pretty good one, but I believe this is based off a real thing, possibly. Yeah. I know there was one called Clear Speeder that's coming out. Really? And it's an X-Racer. So it's literally a clear speeder. And that doesn't even beat fast four-wheel drive or fast bed hauler. The names, they're really running out of ideas. Alright, so let's just take a quick peek at the back. Born 2013, a birthplace in El Segundo, as most are. Designer Hot Wheels, obviously. Specialty. Here's a super fast truck made for off-pavement racing. With long travel suspension and a monster V8, it's ready to chew up and spit out any terrain the Baja course serves up. So yeah, You can tell it's a racing thingy. It's got number 47 on it. Some sponsors. Okay, let's pop this sucker open. Oh, by the way, they recently released all the treasure hunts. Yes, all the treasure hunts for this year. So, not release them out, but they released what they were. So I believe the last one for the secret treasure hunts was Cloak and Dagger, and the super secret was the Datsun Bluebird wagon. The ones I'm really looking out for right now are the customized El Camino, because I really, really want that one. That's a model I really like. And also the... what was it? I'm forgetting the name. I am forgetting the name. Yeah, the Harley Davidson Fat Boy, which is out now. And also the El Camino's out now, that I think about it. So, I'll be looking for those. Okay, let's focus on the car. I'm rather disappointed at Hot Wheels' increasing usage of plastic in their models. As you can see, the entire body is made out of plastic. Although you can give them credit for being accurate, because most rally cars are made out of plastic. But then again, the only thing that's metal is the chassis. So that's a downside. No windows, but then again, rally cars don't necessarily have windows. No roll cage though. So it's a good looking model for plastic. Come on, the air intake doesn't even have a thing. Look, it's not even an air intake. It's fake. Neither is this one. Come on, they could have put more detail into that. Yeah. It's not a very well detailed model, I'll say that. So, yeah. I guess the cost cuts are getting to this car. So, I'm not very pleased with this. Yeah, you can bend these. These coils, you can bend these. Yeah. Not particularly pleased with that. So let's turn our attention to the Poppa Wheelie. Ha ha ha, you can pop a wheelie. This is quite an interesting one, and I've been watching it for a while because they announced it a while back, and I kept on looking for it. And then they announced it a couple of cases away, and it never came in that one. So now that it has, I'm kind of wondering why I was ever watching it. Because, as you can see, plastic body. And I can't tell which way it's supposed to face. I mean, the car part is obviously facing that way, and that way is the way most Hot Wheels face. But if you had bought this out of case, you wouldn't be able to tell. Let's go to the back. Born 2013, blah, blah, blah. This three-wheeled stunt ride was No. Three-wheeled stunt ride. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. This three-wheeled stunt ride was literally made for popping wheelies. I'm going to ignore that, by the way. It boasts a supercharged V8 engine. What's with all the V8s in Hot Wheels these days? It's not like we'd even care what engine it has. It's not like you examine with a magnifying glass and they're like, no, it's wrong, it has a V12. Bleh. No. It boasts a supercharged V8 engine with dual quad injection and specially weighted bars so it can pop a wheelie every time. Blah. Pop a wheelie. So yeah, this may be a real car because it begins with HW. And so far, every car that began with HW has been based off a real one. So let's just pop this Poppa. That sounded so wrong. Yeah, pop this Poppa open. Yeah, I can't tell which way. Hold on. So you notice on the package, this wheel is a wheel. And the reason why I didn't count it is because it's not a wheel. It's plastic. That is really disappointing. And this is, again, is really the only metal part. This part is plastic on the back. This whole body is this whole body is plastic. The windows, yeah. So it's really, really not good quality, mostly. And it doesn't even stay when you try to pop a wheelie. It says on the thing, specially weighted bars so we can pop a wheelie each time. I think that's supposed to be how it is in real life. So maybe it is. Nope. Not seeing it. Get that out of here. Whoops. Shook the camera. Anyway, let's move on to this. Two recent errors I found. Now we're moving on to the good stuff. This is a hard one to spot. See if you can spot the error within... Hold on, let's get these cars out of the way. See if you can spot the error. It's probably easy. But when I was looking for it, I didn't notice it until I was about to leave. Alright, time's up. It's the back wheel. This is... I forget the name of the wheel. But it's not... But it's supposed to be the front wheel. The paint on the rim actually matched. So it was hard to tell. I mean, you could probably see it better on camera. The thickness is wrong. Also. So that made it a bit easier to see. And it's also easier to see that on camera. Yes. So that is the error on this. The back wheel is wrong, basically. And the next thing is this. I'll have to... Actually, let's just put it in the back. Yes, that's fully in shot. Alright, so, it's the car in this one. Can you see it? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Can you see it? It is. It's a hard one to spot. It's not riveted at the front. Really hard, but it isn't. If you look underneath it, you can see very bare. Yeah, I can't possibly show you because this stupid camera doesn't focus. Can I zoom? Yeah, much better. No, it's not. Sorry, guys. I'll just have to tell you. It isn't riveted at the front. This is Golden Arrow, by the way, and that one is Custom 69 Chevy pickup. Yeah, this one isn't connected at the front, and basically what that means is the screw isn't connected to the chassis. So basically I have a haul of errors up here. I have every single error I've ever collected. That's just a thing that I just put down. I'll just show you real quick. Actually, it's connected to the charger, so I'll just show you the tops of them. Great. I hope you enjoyed that short experience. And now for some other things. Now we get on to the treasure hunts. And these are some of the new ones. I found two of these at separate stores. These are the Ford Fiestas. The 2012 Ford Fiestas, I believe. Yes. And these are both variations. What I mean by that is, well, basically, there's a variation in the paint, and there's also a variation in the package. Slight, very. As you can see, just a second. Alright, sorry about that. Let's continue where we left off. Basically, the difference in variations is a small smudge. Which one is it? This one. There's a small smudge in the symbol. No, it won't focus. So, if you will ever be able to see it, there's a small smudge in everything. Now for the difference in the package. You may be able to spot it. There we go. This one says guaranteed for life right here, and it doesn't. This one says play Hot Wheels Showdown game and points to nothing. And this one says Hot Wheels Showdown and points to that. And also, another thing, which one has it? This one has the message behind it. The standard treasure hunt message that says this car is highly collectible. However, this one has nothing behind it. So, mostly the same car, but different things. Also, I've noticed just now, maybe just the lighting. I think it's just, no, it isn't. I've just noticed this now. Whoops, I dropped something. I've just noticed this now. This car is slightly darker. Let's get in good lighting. Let's switch it. Yes, no, it's not just me. This car has slightly darker shades than that one. I don't know if you guys can see that. The car in the package I'm talking about. So yes, those are the 2012 Ford Fiestas. Let me just put those back in my box of treasure hunts, which is a Kmart Collector's Day box that I used. And finally, this one's a really special one. It's even more special than the short card of the what's his face, Dukes of Hazzard Dodge Charger. And that's because dun 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 dun. It's the very first treasure hunt. Treasure hunt number 1 of 1995. The Demolition Man Oldsmobile 442. In case you haven't, I'm talking about the Demolition Man movie, where they had the blue Oldsmobile rather than the red one. Of course, they didn't have red line tires in the movie, so that's slightly inaccurate. But the red line tires make it more valuable, as every Hot Wheels collector knows. This cost, actually I can't recall. I know it was somewhere in the 90s on Amazon. But, yeah, you get the idea. This was ridiculously expensive to obtain. But I have it now. Yes. I've actually had this for a while. So sorry, I tried to get this in a review, but my camera wasn't charged. It came in this nice case, so it will never get damaged. So, let's just start. Of course, in 1995, the quantity was extremely limited, which explains the expense that I had to go through. Limited edition, only 10,000 produced. 10,000 if these exist, and I own one of them. That's something to boast about. For ages of 3 years, I cast metal parts. And this is when the treasure hunts were good. No plastic involved. All metal. Well, the plastic was in the interior, but this is metal. Metal on metal. Everything. Olds 4042, Treasure Hunt Series, number 1 of 12 cars. And the ones in the series, this is collector number 353, and the ones in the series were Gold Passion, 67 Camaro, 57 T-Bird, VW Bug, 63 Split Window, Stutz Blackhawk, Rolls Royce, Classic Caddy, Nomad, they just called it Nomad, Cobra, let's just call that Cobra, and 31 doozy. Yeah. These were rare. And I mean rare. This is pretty accurate to the car from the movie. And this is the only other Super Treasure Hunt that was based on a movie car, I believe. So, yeah. Let's just take a look at it, shall we? I'm not going to take it out of the package because I don't want to get any prints on it. Blue with white stripes all around. And red lines. Badly drawn red lines. Then again, they all were. What do you expect with red lines on rubber? Got the Hot Wheels symbol on the back window. And yeah, it's a really good bottle. I'm really proud of owning this. Really proud of owning this. Really proud for owning this. Yes. But then again, I had to go through a lot to obtain it. I dropped something. Yeah. So there you go. Some stuff. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this. We'll be looking for more treasure hunts this year. Again, our goal is to get a super treasure hunt this year, as always, for every year. We met our goal last year. Of course, we can't reach. I'll just bring it down for you. I wanted to put this in a case, but unfortunately, the new cars don't fit in the old cases. So I have that hanging up on display. So, yeah. Hoping for the best. Yes. This has been Lego Series 983. Hope you enjoy. Like and subscribe.